Welcome to today's episode of our podcast. Friend, have you ever wondered if choosing your happiness over money could change your life? Well, you're in for a treat. Today we are diving into some ancient wisdom that might just blow your mind. Just imagine a treasure map that leads you to a hidden garden of joy and fulfillment. Sounds cool, right? We'll explore the one mistake that might be stealing your happiness and how you can start making choices that put you, truly you, first. Okay, let's jump in and get inspired together. But before we dive in, quick reminder, if you've been feeling like your money is running the show instead of you, my debt-free budgeting course is going to change everything. I'll show you the simple two-line budgeting method that's freed so many women from financial stress and helped them start living on purpose without spreadsheets or guilt. You can start today at dianagalas.com/course. Just go to my website at dianagalas.com/course to sign up and be on your way to money confidence by tonight. Let's get into today's topic because it's a big one. And the name of it is Self Over Money, and this one mistake is stealing from you. Let's find out. Welcome to the Simple Money Systems. This is the go-to podcast for exceptional women who are eager to pay off their debt and live a fearless, meaningful life with confidence and joy. Hi, Diana Gallas here. I am a mom to a special needs child, a caregiver to a loved one, and the host of this show for you, who is determined to break free from debt without sacrificing what you value most. Discover here simple money strategies to set you free from debt culture, money wasting, and ever-changing mode of currency and market volatility. If you're ready to say yes to a debt-free life and exchange everything that hasn't worked for a plan that will, results that are undeniable, like peace of mind, better sleep, improved mood, and more money in your pocket, this podcast is for you. Hug your bug or boo, roll up those sleeves, and get your life out of debt into your freedom lane with confidence. Thousands of years ago, Greek philosopher Socrates said, quote, "The unexamined life is not worth living." End of quote. What did he mean? He wasn't talking about money specifically, but here's the twist. Your money is one of the clearest mirrors of your life. Back in ancient times, wise people knew that how you manage resources said more about your character and your priorities than almost anything else. You could look at a person's storehouse, their grain reserves, the way they traded in the market, and instantly know if they were a planner or a drifter, and if they thought about tomorrow or only about today. And that's where the mistake comes in. The one so many people still make today. And it's putting self-comfort now over self-respect later. When I was little, my grandmother used to keep a glass jar of seeds on a shelf in her kitchen. Some were from her own garden, Some were gifted by neighbors. I remember asking her once, why don't you just plant them all right now so we can have more vegetables? She smiled, reached for the jar, and shook it gently so the seeds rattled. Because these aren't just for today's garden, she said. They're for every garden after. If I plant them all now, we'll eat well this season, but have nothing for the next. A wise woman never eats all her seed. I didn't get it then, but later I realized she wasn't just talking about gardening. She was talking about life and money. Friend, why this mistake hurts you? We've all been there. You're tired, you've had a hard week, and that little treat yourself voice gets louder. And hey, there is nothing wrong with enjoying life, but when right now always beats what's next, you quietly rob your future self. And the thing is, you don't feel it in the moment. That extra coffee, the online order, the dinner out, it's tiny on its own, right? But when that pattern becomes normal, you wake up one day wondering why the big dreams, the debt payoff, the peace you wanted just never showed up. In ancient markets, they had a simple way to check if you were trading wisely. Was the deal good not just for today's meal, but for tomorrow's harvest? And if the answer was no, the elders would shake their heads and call it spending the seed grain. Because once you eat the seed, there is nothing to plant for next season. This is the mistake so many of us make. We put self-comfort now over self-respect later. We eat the seeds when we use every bit of our money for today's wants and forget to save or invest for tomorrow. And it doesn't feel painful in the moment. That extra coffee, the online order, the dinner out, it's tiny on its own, right? But when that pattern becomes normal, you quietly rob your future self of choices, peace, and your freedom, your financial freedom. In my grandmother's day, they called that spending the seed grain. Because once you eat it, you have nothing to plan for the next season. Now, let's look how it shows up today. Maybe for you, it's grabbing takeout instead of putting that $30 toward the credit card. Or upgrading your phone just because the new one looks shinier, while the one you have works just fine. Or skipping your budget review because I'll deal with it later. And every time we choose short-term ease over long-term gain, we are spending our seed grain. And the scary part, it's so easy to do without realizing it. So what we can do about it? The shift that changes everything. What if just for 1 week you made the opposite choice? Not a forever rule, not punishment, just a 7-day experiment. Before you spend, ask yourself, is this feeding me today or planting for tomorrow? If it's today, Is it worth it? And if it's tomorrow, how can I protect it? And when you start protecting that tomorrow seed, your money begins to grow in ways that feel almost magical. You start to see opportunities, breathing room, even joy in the waiting. So, are you ready to start right now? I know I am. So, what is the easiest way to protect your seed grain? Friend, get your spending and saving in one clear picture. And make sure your future line isn't empty. That's exactly what I teach in a debt-free budgeting course. You will learn my 2-line budget method so you can see exactly what's fixed, what's flexible, and how much is left to plan for tomorrow. No complicated systems, just a clear way to make better choices without feeling deprived. You can start today at my website, dianagalas.com/course, and watch your future get bigger starting this week. So here's my challenge for you. Starting today, choose once a day to plan for tomorrow instead of spending for today. Just one choice every day. And friend, if today's episode gave you an aha moment, hit subscribe to the Simple Money Systems podcast. And please share this episode with a friend or another mama you love. Let's spread this wisdom because none of us should spend our seed grain without knowing what we're giving up. Friend, your future self is already smiling at you, just like my grandmother smiled when she held that jar of seeds. Let's start planting today so she can enjoy the harvest tomorrow. And before I let you go, I have a little favor to ask. If today's episode challenged you, sparked new hope, gave you a fresh idea, or showed you a better way to handle your home finances, would you take a moment to leave a review on Apple Podcasts? Your words help more women like you find this show. And also, if you tell me what's working and what you'd love to hear next, you can even drop in a question you've been wanting me to answer, and I might hear it in an upcoming episode. And if you enjoy reading, pop over to my blog at dianagalas.com/blog for even more practical tips and encouragement. And make sure you hit follow so you don't miss what's coming, because I've got more amazing, hope-filled episodes headed your way. And until next time, keep going, keep growing, and know that I'm cheering you on every step of the way. Thank you for tuning into the Simple Money Systems podcast. I hope you found this episode insightful, and I truly believe that a mom like you can be an inspiration to many others just by simply sharing this podcast and leaving a path of precious gems for those moms who are yet to find them. So together, we can create a community of exceptional moms who stand behind each other. Would you share it with other ladies so they can also find a way to a purposeful, debt-free life? Your precious gem is yet to shine. Get it out and share your light with others. Take a good care of yourself, and I meet you right back here at the Simple Money Systems, where your financial freedom journey begins.